Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and well, peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom and a Baba Ball. Back at it with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Lord, what this video is edifying. All right, and without further ado, we're just going to get right into it, okay? And brother got the article.
All right, this is from RT News, and it said, and it reads, COVID camps put disease carriers in detention centers, proposed New York law suggests.
Right, so they have detention camps and detention centers for the Crown Royal, you know, or the C-19, man. All right, for those who don't want to take the vaccine, all right, they will be thrown into detention camps, or at least that's what they think, okay? And that's all biblical prophecy, man, okay? And who got Revelation?
This is Revelations, the 2nd chapter, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But thou faithful unto death, Shalakia, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
And that's the point on that right there. So it says the devil shall take some of you, okay, and cast you into prison. That's those detention centers, man. Okay, all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and your local Walmarts, okay, your local superstores like Targets, Walmart, so on and so forth, BJ, Sam's Clubs, all that stuff is going to be used to make into a detention center, man. All right, for their new world order, man. And this is all the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? And a lot of our people are going to be taken into them camps. And even some of the men of the Lord are going to be taken into them camps, man. But that doesn't mean that's the end-all, be-all of you. Some brothers might get taken into camps and get put to death. Some brothers might get taken into camps. The Lord can give them spiritual power. Or the Lord can send an angel and free them out of the prison, man. All right, just like it happened in the book of Acts with the Apostle Paul and the Apostle Peter, okay? Apostle Paul got caught up in a prison, okay? And the next thing you know, they prayed to Yahweh Shem Shai. And then all the prison doors opened up, and then the guard was about to kill himself. But the Apostle Paul, through the Spirit, he ended up converting and believing on Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you never know, you know, what type of circumstance the Lord will put us here in these last days. But just know that Yahweh Shem Shai has our back, man. All right, and I'll read this real quick just for edification. This is Acts chapter 12, starting at verse 1. Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the church, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread, which is the Passover. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Easter meaning the Passover, because when you go into that word Easter in the Greek, it's Pesach, which goes back to the Hebrew Pesach, which means Passover. All right, it's not talking about Easter with the Easter bunny. Okay, that's just a stumbling block that the Lord set up through the Spirit. Verse 5: Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai for him. And that's the thing, brothers, pray for each other daily, man. Okay, so how much more in these times that we're coming into, man? Okay, the scriptures say the prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You know, it says, and when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and keepers before the door kept the prison. So he was sleeping in between 2 soldiers. They had 2 chains on him. You know, they were making sure that they had him locked down. All right, so it seemed like his back was against the wall, right? Right. It's verse 7. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly. And his chains fell from off his hands. So he hit Peter like, yo, get up, you know, arise quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it says, verse 8, and the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. So Peter thought that this was a vision going down. You know, he thought that this was just a vision. All right, he didn't know that this was real life. Okay, verse 10. When they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of its own accord. talking about the angel. It says, and they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. So here it is, the Lord sent the angel to deliver Peter out of the prison, man. So the scriptures say, Romans 15:4, the things written aforetime are written for our learning, man.
Right.
All right, and so that's really the point. You know, you can go deeper into the story, but the point was made. So that's just one example of the Lord delivering us from affliction, man. It's possible.
I got something I want to add on too. You see how, you know, they had 2 chains on him. They had 2 soldiers sleeping to the side of him. You see how much they did. So how much do you expect them to do now in these coming up times to the man of the Lord now?
Yep.
All right, it's going to be 10 times worse. All right, it's going to be, you're going to have thousands of soldiers or hundreds of soldiers, a bunch of soldiers coming for one man.
Right. Hey, I got a precept right on that. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 2 verse 10, and it reads, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?"
Yep.
You know, that just to show you that, you know, the things that they did to the men of the Lord back then, you know, they, you know, feared the Lord, and the Lord was dealing with them. So, you know, it's going to be just like the times that are about to come to pass right now. You know, the men of the Lord is going to be, you know, watching over them.
Yep. And then, as well, this is back to brother up when he said thousands of soldiers, right? Psalms, because the scriptures say the enemy is going to come in like a flood. But the scriptures say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, what? The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. This is Psalms 3 and verse 6. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my power, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly, and the teeth represent their military might, man. And the Lord's going to break it down, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right.
All right, so Baba Shah, can you get that second Ezra's?
Khan, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16 verse 68, and it reads, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you."
Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the devil, talking about Esau Edom, is come down to you having great wrath,
Right.
because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Revelation 12, verse 12.
Yep.
"And they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols."
Right. So they're going to take away certain of you, meaning what? They're going to snatch brothers up. They're going to snatch up Israel and try to put them in them FEMA camps, man. Not all of Israel is going to get caught up into them FEMA camps, all right? Because Israel's as the sand of the sea, you know, so they couldn't round up all of Jake, but a good portion amount of our people will get rounded up in them camps. They're already doing it to the Northern Kingdom who crossed the border. You know, they put them in them detention centers, man. And a lot of those,
camp.
Yep.
Ice, yeah.
The ICE camps, man.
That's
all right?
just the beginning of it. All right, that's just the beginning of it, and they're just basically using it as illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. But in reality, they know the deeper meaning behind that. They at least know what they're doing. They're just like pre-programming, you know, your guys' brains to think, oh, it's all right, they're just illegal immigrants. They're putting them in little jail centers. But if you really see what those ICE centers look like, they're in cages, literally.
Yep.
In cages with like the little aluminum blankets. Like, let's be real, that's prison. That's prison.
Yep, that's the point. Go ahead, Baba Kasha.
Verse 69, "And they that
Salakia. It says, being idle with things offered unto idols. Why will you be idle? Because you can't do much in a FEMA camp. You can't run around, go run a mile in a FEMA camp, man. You know, you're not going to have a lot of space, so you're going to be idle, you know, in prison. Okay? And it says, feeding you with things offered unto idols. What's that thing offered unto idols? That chip, that RFID chip. That's the mark of the beast, man.
Right.
That's that thing that they're going to try to feed people to be unto idols, man.
Right.
All right, and don't be surprised if they try to make you force that vaccine on you too.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
Just to add, quick little thing to add. You know, I read an article yesterday, made a lesson how, you know, the Operation Warp Speed, you know, it's taking too slow. They saying that, you know, it's taking too slow to vaccinate the whole U.S. population. So what does that mean? You know, they're gonna start, you know, doing things to make sure that, you know, so-called Americans take the vaccine. You know, take it, because What you was gonna ask something?
Cause like it really people you gotta think about it. The people out there that's saying this vaccine is not gonna become mandatory, you're throwed, you're bugged. Because all this money that Edom put into creating this vaccine, and right now they got it to be optional. You think they're not gonna force it on you? That's gonna be a waste of their money. That's gonna be a waste of their money.
And in the article also, it says that it will take 10 years to vaccinate the whole, 80% of the U.S. population. They don't got 10 years. But that's just to show you that, in these days, coming, that, Buddy had but a short time. He's going to, cause that wrath. Keep reading? All right, verse 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach.
Yeah, all the people that want to consent unto Edom, you want to take his vaccine, you want to take his chip, that's you consenting unto him, he's going to turn his back on you. You're going to be had in derision, man. All right?
And trodden underfoot.
Yep. Meaning he's going to step on you, man. He's going to tread you down like the mire in the streets. All right? A lot of you people going to get tread down like the mire in the streets, man.
Right.
Okay? Meaning people are just going to be stepping on you like you're a road, you're a street,
Every man for himself.
Yeah, okay. And a lot of you women out here too, you're going to really need a man of the Lord here in these last days, man.
Right.
All right, and I ain't plan. We ain't planning on a lesson being on that, but it's just the Spirit moving me to say that, man, because this is the times we coming into, man. Right. That's why we all need to get ourselves in order. Speaking to myself first and foremost.
Keep reading.
Yep.
All right, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right. And when you go into that word insurrection, it means an uprising, man. These devils, they gonna come kicking in your door, raiding through your home, all right? Trying to snatch you up into them, throw you in them detention centers, man, them FEMA camps. This is what's coming, and it's all written in the scriptures, man.
I mean, add this in there too. And when that time come, that strap you got not gonna protect you. You're not gonna beat Esau with their own blessing. You better trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and not that strap. Cause surely paraphrasing, I would not.
I get it.
Khan, you gonna pull it out.
Psalms chapter 44, starting at verse 5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us.
Let me stop you real quick.
Khan.
And that's important that you know the name Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know the name of the Father and the Son.
Yep.
It's not Ahaya, Yeshua, all those other names. It's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You gotta know the name of the Heavenly Father because that's the only thing that's gonna protect you in that time.
That's right.
Continue.
It says, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. It says, but thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever, Selah.
So you see, your sword's not going to protect you when Esau getting ready to kick down your door. Only thing that's going to protect you is the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right. Yep. Even in the scripture says, being carnal leads you to death.
Yep. To be carnal minded is death.
That's right.
So the Lord can use a sword to deliver you, but don't put your trust in that. Because at the end of the day, the Lord will deliver you however the hell he wants to, man. All right? You might be in a situation where you don't have your sword. You think of them FEMA camps, they're not going to strip you clean of all your weapons and possessions, man? All right? What you going to do then? You got nothing but to call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And that's the first weapon that you should have, to be honest. But let's go ahead. We can keep reading, Aki.
That's the first line.
All right, verse 72.
71.
71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, they're going to be like madmen, sparing none, man. If they see you a Jake, get them. They see you a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, get them.
Ooh, and let me add on to that. And Edom is already madman. You got Edomite children, kids going to school shooting shit up. You got grown Edomite men shooting shit up for no reason. They're just wicked. They're already mad men. So how much more when now they could really be out there doing whatever they want to do?
Yeah.
And they're not afraid for no consequences, all right?
Yep.
How much more?
Because the scripture's saying, 2nd Ezra, how They're not going to regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Meaning it's going to be anarchy out here. People are going to be doing whatever the hell they see fit in their own eyes, man. That's why it says, Psalm 17:13, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Esau is the Lord's sword, and the Lord has a controversy with 2/3 of our people, man. So he's going to give them up to the sword, man. All right. Matter of fact, it tells you in 2 Ezra 15 and verse it said I think it's Amos 9 where it says all the sinners are my people shall die by the sword, man. And there's many different forms of the Lord's sword, man, and Esau is a part of that. All right, but we could keep reading by Book Shah.
All right.
72.
72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Yep.
Verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Yeah, because this is going to be a tribulation period for the elect as well, man. But the Lord said that he's going to deliver his elect, all those that are written in the book of life, man.
And I want to just throw that in there too. And those, and those pastors out there, and all those, false prophets out there pushing out that there isn't going to be a Jacob's trouble, isn't going to be a time of tribulation before Yahweh Shem Shai returns. You're bugged. You're through.
Right.
I don't even get into that. You're through, straight up.
Keep reading.
We're reading about it now.
That's right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
He just said it, like the brother said. All you pastors saying there's going to be no tribulation period. We just read in the scripture where it says the days of trouble are at hand.
That's right.
So what the hell are you talking about, man?
Spirit.
You speaking out of your own heart, man. A false vision.
Lean on to thy own understanding.
That's
So
right.
Paraphrasing.
And that's why all of our people who follow after you, false prophets, you're gonna die right there with them, man. Like the brother brought out through the spirit the other day when we did a lesson. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Come on. But I will deliver you from the same.
Yeah, so the Lord said to his beloved, his elect, he's gonna deliver them from the days of trouble. All right?
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God.
Yeah, that's the point. That's plain and simple.
That's right. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Yeah, so Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be a guide of them who keep his commandments and precepts, man. So we cannot be afraid, neither can we doubt, man. All right, that's a commandment of the Lord, man. Trust in the Lord. Build up your faith, man. If you feel like your faith is weak, fast, pray to the Lord to build up your faith, man. Do what you got to do, because we're coming into a time of war, man, and we have to equip our minds like that, man. All right, be circumspect, like the scriptures say. Be circumspect, because you watch your surroundings, man.
What is it?
Can't be quick to
cut
trust.
you off, but be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is seeking,
As a roaring lion.
As a roaring lion, seeking who he
May
may devour.
Right. Okay, and then let me get this real quick. Lord willing, we can close out with this if the Spirit allows. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. When you go into the word circumspect, it's a compound word. It means circum, meaning circle or around, and spec, meaning like a spectacle. All right, meaning vision, so look around. That's pretty much what circumspect means, to look around. Watch your surroundings. Be mindful of where you're at. Be mindful of how you're conducting yourself. Be mindful of who's watching you, all right, because that's all needful here in these last days, man. Okay, because you never know. Esau can be plotting on you, checking your every move. Look at the GPS systems, man. The GPS systems, every camp day, the GPS system knows where the camp is at, man.
That's right.
GPS system know where your job at. That's Esau hunting our steps, man. So we have to be wise, man. Of course, we're not going to be able to take off this devil off our own strength. We need the strength of Yahweh Shem Shai, of course, but it wouldn't hurt and it would behoove us to be circumspect here in these last days, man. All right, it says, be not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time. We understand the devil is redeeming the time. Scripture say he know if he have but a short time. So we need to redeem the time too. Watch after the prophecies and understand that the times we're in, man. All right, so that's really the point on that. You brothers got anything?
Nah.
Khan. So with that, we like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, never well. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom and a Baba Ball.
Shalom, Baba Ball.